Okay, I think we're live. Cool. All right, so you can see here, I've done a decent amount of work on the museum since last we saw each other. I think I'm on peaceful right now. Let's change that. But yeah, I've done some work on the museum. Um, oh, I got a decent amount of the roof. Pretty much the whole wall's done, except there's a hole there. But I gathered some glowstone together, so we can work a little bit on lighting up the interior. I ended up deciding torch. Okay. Yeah, clearly this is too dark still. There we go. Handled that with grace. But yeah, I think I will still have some glowstone, probably in like spots where there's not torches as much. But yeah, like there feels like a good spot. Let's just do it every 5 blocks. 5 blocks in between all of them. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Bruh. Oh, one off. That stinks. All right. Well, I think we're gonna do some stuff with trapdoors, make it look a little better than it does right now. But let's just start. I just need mobs to not be spawning so much. I do think most of them are actually spawning in the rooms, which I can't really light up yet because there is no interiors to them yet, and they need interiors first. But let me pull up the stream on my phone just to make sure there's someone moderating the chat, just in case. So you never know when I'll need to do that. Okay. So yeah, I guess we just keep filling in the roof here. I've been working at this for a while. If you can tell, there's a lot of snow in here, a lot of dirt from harvesting things. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to yap a little bit about TV, movies, that sort of stuff. I feel like I don't talk about that enough, and that's like my real passion is like art, media, sort of stuff. So I want to talk about it more. And I just watched this fantastic Korean show called The 8 Show, which I've just been nonstop thinking about. So I was like, well, I have to talk about it then. Great, we're getting more snow. All right, well, I don't really want to sleep through the night then because snow is a valuable thing when it falls. It doesn't fall all the time. So we're just going to stay up. All right, let's jump down here and grab the stuff that fell. Keep filling it in. See what out here's looking like. Oh yeah. Let's get some along the path. But I mostly just want this path to be lit up. General. Path's a bit of a work in progress, but yeah. I think I want to do like some more interesting light posts eventually, but for right now this is fine. Check on the tree farm. Might be good to do some chopping. Since I do want to stay up and let it snow a little bit around the area. Start that there. It's so lost so easily in this house, to be honest. Still getting used to the layout, and I've just been here so much less recently because I keep sleeping over or building. Oh. Ah, excellent spamming jump. you go. Look at this gorgeous mining here. Anyway, I didn't get very deep into the 8 show before it started snowing. Yeah, I saw this fantastic Korean show called the 8 show. And I sort of had it sold to me as, you know that show Squid Game? This is like, it's like more of that. They were like, it's a class commentary like Squid Game. It's Korean like Squid Game. It's like a bit of a game show like Squid Game. It's definitely different. Like, it's definitely different, but it is like within that same sort of nano genre. And so I was pretty sold. I wanted more Squid Game. Liked the new seasons. I liked the original season of Squid Game. Even if it became a little oversaturated, I think Squid Game is still a very good show. So I was like pretty excited. But golly, this show has a lot to offer, and I think it honestly gets undercredited, at least from what I've seen. I've seen a lot of people just boil it down as just this Squid Game ripoff, and I just see it as a lot more than that. One big thing for me is it almost feels like a response to Squid Game. I sort of see there's all these different floors, and there's a 7th floor character, and it's revealed later that he's a screenwriter who wants to pitch something with a deeper message to it, but the people who are funding his show don't think it's entertaining. They're like, you need entertainment above everything. That's sort of what the 8 show is about. It's about entertainment, and just like the humiliating things people will do for money or for entertainment. And frankly, I think it's really smart. But yeah, so there's a part where him, the like floor 7, who's a screenwriter, he joins up with this sort of higher floors who become pseudo villains as the series goes on. He teams up with them once they've sort of become more villainous, and I think that's probably all the axe power we got. So let's plant these again. Anyhow, but yeah, he teams up with the villains and is torturing the lower floors. And eventually he teams back up with the lower floors, and there's this very real scene where he's crying and he just feels such remorse for the horrible pain that he put them through, because the higher floors are basically torturing the lower floors at this point in the show. And it almost feels like the creators commenting on the fact that they're having to torture these characters and like the remorse that they feel for having to do it, and like the need for this entertainment in it. And it gets to the point where it's sort of like Squid Game, as much as it is like, oh, it's a class commentary and what's happening to the players is obviously very bad. It is still a very entertaining show. It never really gets to a line to me where I'm like not entertained by it. And the 8 show is definitely, it goes past the line of entertainment in some ways and gets to like genuinely hard to watch territory. And that's sort of the art that I'm into, is art that is genuinely can like feel hard to watch. I think that there's something really interesting to that, and I think that Simon Pegg said this on his Criterion Closet, is that entertainment is an overrated facet of art, and that some of the greatest art is truly hard to watch. And I really agree with that. And I think that the 8 show sort of captures the energy of like Mr. Beast. Feels weird to say, but like the Mr. Beastification, the way people will humiliate themselves, and the way higher ups use people, and it's getting at a lot more than I feel like Squid Game's ever got at. It's a very cynical show, in my opinion. It is very like depressing, and it feels very intentional, and I really vibe with that. But I can see people not being able to really like a show like that. I saw that the ratings on episodes got lower. I'm crafting a stair, that's what I'm trying to do. But the ratings on episodes got lower as the show went on. And I think that's because it starts so entertaining. Like it just feels like honestly, as I was starting to watch it, I was like, oh, I wonder what sort of like dynamics will come in, like if there will be any like romance or something. And I was thinking, oh, they might pair up the gruff, like competitive um floor six with the other competitive but like more, I guess, um less airheaded, I guess would be a good way to describe her. I thought that they were going to pair up those two, but then the torture that floor 2 ends up going to at the hands of floor 6 is just, yeah, like it really turns around. It's like at the start you're thinking, oh, what are they going to do? Keep people entertained. They suggest a dating show and they're like playing this king game, and then they introduce a taser, and from there just things get more and more intense, and it does have this real flip. And the second to last episode, which I think is the lowest rated, is genuinely really hard to watch. The characters are being put through this sleep deprivation test by floor number 8, who is like a failed contemporary artist, and I think she's capturing something with this, like the raw human emotion she's getting. And yeah, it was very interesting, and it really is one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. um I really think selling it is just like a cheap Squid Game um success rider is kind of, I feel like it's only really seen as that because um, it came after Squid Game, but that's to me is almost part of the genius of it. It feels like a pseudo response to Squid Game. Do I like that? Is that kind of neat? I don't know. I'm not really that into it. Um, but yeah, that's the thing I've watched the most recently that I was most into. I guess we can just probably head back now, see where things are with smelting. Trying to think of. Oh, I wanted to grab dirt and flowers. How was it to repair the road, and then a shovel as well, just because I'd been meaning to. Yeah, it came back to me. I probably won't need any more flowers, I think. Got enough. And this was very much supposed to be sort of stampy. What's going on with the road right now? I might just finish up the road, chop down some of these trees that I hadn't, just for the sake of completing the road. This really made a big dent. Thought that pig was a creeper, which I guess makes sense because they're like technically, wasn't the creeper model like originally a broken pig model? Ended up becoming its own thing. Alright, let's go grab the axe. Chop down some of these trees along the way. Then we'll head back and hopefully finish up the roof. Then we can start actually trying to stock the museum with the stuff. I sort of have an idea of some of the stuff I want to do, but sort of don't in other areas, so it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. There's an axe. I really gotta start sorting my chests. Now I'm getting more and more stuff. It's just like, feels like a necessity. And once this is done, we can start on the animal farm, which was the next thing I was really excited to do. And I don't know if I'm gonna build it as a part of my house or just buy the house and maybe I'll connect them up. I don't know. Thing is, I kind of want to do something with bricks, but it's like they're so hard to come by. And I don't want to explore the whole world and then, you know, when I update it, it takes ages and ages to find anything new. Which I know eventually we'll get to that point, but it's like, whatever, you know? I hate these big trees in this old version. I don't know if we still have trees this hard to chop down. We might, but something about the old version makes it feel harder. Damn it, this one needs to definitely be chopped down. This one's even more annoying, it seems like. Trying to think of what else I've seen recently. Feels like I haven't been watching a lot, honestly. Rewatched the first couple of episodes of the Creep tapes. I still think it is a very effective horror show. And it got greenlit recently for season 2, which I'm pretty excited for. Mark Duplass really does make that show. Like, he is just the core of it, but yeah, it's a great performance. It's a fun show. Yeah. I definitely don't. I see some Creep fans really like talk up Creep tapes and talk up the Creep show and or talk up Creep tapes and talk up that Creep movie. But I think it's good. I just I don't know if I'd call it anything that crazy. It's just a very effective horror series. Great. See that. And that too. Great. Alright, hopefully that's the whole thing. The base is genuinely looking really nice though now. This as well is very, it's probably something, no, there's nothing in there. It's a very temporary hut. This is how I got all these flowers. Yeah, I built an underground room for it, but then I realized you can only grow seeds in this version. You can't grow it on dirt. You need to grow it on grass. Which that might still be a thing, but I didn't remember that being a thing. So, oh well. Oh, that's another. Okay, we'll do this one first. And it's becoming night, so I'll go sleep down here. It's getting so stuffed in here too. Like, look how many fucking chests I have. Guess we'll see how much stone we got. And restock. What do I want to do for the interiors? That's another thing we got to figure out this episode. So we'll be working on those. Figure out which room every room's going to be to be able to display everything. And hopefully I don't need to instantly start making extensions. I honestly just might build a whole new museum building for later versions. Just because it seems kind of, I don't know, we'll decide later, but it seems kind of cumbersome to have to extend it every single version to add like 2 more blocks or whatever. didn't bring an axe or a pickaxe, and it's just fuck off. Oh my god. Bruh. Oh. Okay, I honestly probably think I can get this done if I just stopped accidentally placing these. I don't know, I probably couldn't have gotten it done, but I'd be a heck of a lot closer than I'm gonna be. Okay, let's go grab the pickaxe. The hell, do I not have a pickaxe in here? Did I bring it back to the base? I might have. Alright, well, I think I have some. Yeah, I got plenty. Oh, fuck off. How is that spawning? That's spawning here again and then just wander out, or? I hope it's not spawning in the museum, because that is really... Honestly, I don't even feel like with that right now. We're just gonna go to peaceful while we build. Alright, you gotta lean forward now, nice and dark. Alright, so how many? We've got one room there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 rooms. Now I gotta figure out how many items I need, so I'll be back soon. I'm just gonna go grab an image off Google. Beta 1.7.3 all blocks. We'll just use this tier list because I think this is just everything that's actually attainable. Oh no, they sort of simplify it in some areas, it seems like. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to use old reliable. I can also use this, because I might just put all the items in the chest at the front for the time being, so I'll see if I can just categorize all the blocks. Oh. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so some rooms I instantly have decided is a, oh, that's so skinny. Plant room. A plant/nature room. And so in there, there's some obvious ones. Obviously, we're going to include the dirt. This. Okay, this isn't going to work, I've already realized. Because there are some placeable items that just don't count as blocks. So, right. Just grow it out and put plants. The plants room. Okay, so wood, all the sapling types, the flowers, the mushrooms, cactus, the different wood and leaf types. And I should just instantly do what I did before and get rid of all the stuff that's just unattainable. So this stuff will be in my museum. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let me double check how many rooms I have again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just 6. Dang. We might have to do 7. Okay. So we're just going to focus on the placeable items for now, but yeah. Brush, let's check. Redstone feels like an obvious next one. So a TNT block would obviously be there. So with this, that's not obtainable, so just poorly cross it out. I missed it. Rails. Where are the regular rails? Oh, all the way down here. The pistons, dispenser, note block, and a boombox. Lever, trapdoor, button, other trapdoor. Nether might be another sort of obvious one. Sorry about that, jeez. Started sneezing up a storm there. All right. I think my nose ring was like fucking with me there. Jesus. All right. Fucking hell, nether. All right. Okay. So nether blocks, netherrack, soul sand, glowstone. Is that it? That might be it. All right. We'll just come back to it. Let's do wool next. It's like a pretty obvious thing. then okay, I guess valuables is probably a good one. So actually, I might put that in a different category. Okay, so this is 5. We only have one room left. Okay, I'm gonna have to construct another room. It's clear to me now, but I'll try and just get it. So decor. And then I guess. So what is not included and can I fit it into decor? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of those. It's just like mine. I don't know how else to classify it. I just feel like it makes sense as a category. Uh, oh, okay, let's double check, make sure everything's. Yep, class needs to be in the decor, I'd say. So now I'm gonna count up how big everything is. Oops. Count up how many of everything there is. So start with plants, which yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And anything that barely has anything, I'm just gonna like see if I can slam it into another category. Okay, redstone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Redstone seems to have 13. Wait a minute, I miscounted that, but nether I think is probably my most obvious to get rid of because I think it is just 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, wrong color. Wool is obviously just all the different wools. Oh, and the bed. I just realized there's no bed on here, but okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. But I might actually put the bed in a different room. So 16. Valuables. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? I think that's it. Alright, 4. Decor. This is going to be, I think, the biggest one. Oh, I missed sandstone here. Sandstone's probably like a decor block too anyway, so. No, it's like a mine block, I would say. Right. Decor, decor, decor. So glass is our first one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I lost track there a little bit. Sorry, I got distracted by some other things because I did not miscalculate valuables. I'm just being stupid. Okay. Fuck what? Okay, I think here's what I'm just gonna do because I feel like decor is decent amount. Mine's a decent enough. We're gonna move valuables to the mines, and we're gonna move nether to the mines too. And then we'll have one extra room for just the items, and it'll just be all the items in a chest. And if there are any items here you actually can place, then I'll just try and fit them into a category. So let's put that there. All right, this is our little guide. So let's just get started on this. And I will move this over to my other window. All right. The hunt begins. So the plant room feels pretty easy to decorate and fill. So we'll do, actually let me go back to the house and mark what room I want to do for each, because that's going to be the items room, I think, just because offshoot already, you know, feels like the obvious choice to make. But yeah, I just want to assign what all the rooms are going to be. I think I left the signs over here. Signs really clutter up your inventory in this version. All right, so actually, I'll just decide, put this one up first, and then, so we'll call this the item section. This will be plants and nature section. This will be the redstone section. The world of color. That seems fun. That's more fun. What should I call this? House is a home zone. And deep in the mines section. So for the items, I just want like a nice looking wall basically, because it's all just going to be a big chest, and we just want the room to really highlight that chest. So try and make something decent looking. Ooh. I don't think glowstone could just automatically, plus I need to light it up, so yeah. Then I do have redstone, which is good. I like the redstone torches for like making something look important. All right, so you walk in, and the chest should just be like right here. So, oh fuck, fuck, bad luck. So I think this will do a good job at just like highlighting the chest, because that's really what we're trying to do here. I don't really like the look of that. Let's try like maybe like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Does this room look decent other than the floor? I think so. I think this is acceptable to me. All right. Might look better with a stone floor. I don't know, for now, I'll just go with the cobblestone. Bam. And then I might as well just put the chest down. I hope it all fits in one chest. I didn't even think about that. All right. All right, there we go. So that's the item sector. Once this is the plant and nature section, so let's figure this out really quick. Just get rid of, I'll just get rid of the whole floor here. I kind of want a nice grassy floor. So I think I will just use this grass here and extend it down this way. So we'll just start letting it grow this way. And vice versa, but I gotta patch up some of these holes I'm seeing now. Eat my sandwich now. I hope you guys enjoy me eating my sandwich. All right. Munch, munch, munch. Delicious. Take all this down. And sort of admire what we got so far. I mean, look at that. That's nice, ain't it? Ain't it cheap? So the wall will go up right here, which is good to know. Let's just go grab some more dirt from the chest first. And then I feel like I have a decent idea of what I want the room to look like. I have to go get some more wood from the house. I realize now how much bigger the plant room's going to be, and same with whatever's on the end. So, better actually use the space. need to fill that in. Anything good looking. Well, look how I was wasting this. I think I'm gonna have enough since I'm figuring that out. I hope. Here's to hoping. We're good. Ooh, that was a close one. Alright, well, the grass should start to spread from there. Across the whole room. Now I just need to start working on the exhibits. Let me actually throw that in there and this in here. And this one in here. Alright, that looks fine enough. Alright, so I can already put some things. For example, that. Okay, good to know. A very undiverse selection here. So we're gonna do that. Sweet. Oh, sweet. I don't even need to chop down one of these. I do need one sapling, though. Same with that. All right. Just grab that. And that. Should grab the flowers, too, and the mushrooms since I'm here, actually. Didn't even think about that. So lost in these chests. Where are all my roses? There's one, I guess. No mushrooms. Alright, well, I was trying to grow some in the mine, so I'll just grab the red one down there. Did they grow at all? No? Okay, well, let's take the red one. Uh-oh. I think this is right. I hope so. It'll be embarrassing if it's not. There we go. Trying to think of, do I want to, yeah, this feels like the smartest idea to me. Look at that. And then I guess I'll just put the spruce one there. And then I don't know what I'm actually going to use this for. So I'll just cover it up for now. And sadly, I don't have any spruce on me, but I know exactly where there is some, so go grab some of that. We're going to go foggier. Just because then I think we're rendering less chunks. Or less new chunks, I should say. And since this world used to be different and I like changed it, I feel like the new chunks it'll generate will already be fucked, so yeah. So I'll do it. I don't think there's any getting around it, so oh well. Grab one of these and chop the whole thing down, and we'll just grab the sapling as well. Seeing if I see any fucked up chunks from here. Everything looks fine though. Alright, you got some saplings. Sweet. Oh, I need cactus. I didn't think about that. That's going to be probably the hardest block to get in there. And like looking good, you know? Sweet. Looks pretty good. Alright, so obviously I don't want the saplings to grow. And I'm going to eventually, I think, change that to glass, but... is that going to be fine? Alright, let's go grab do I would just want to... I might call it here. So we got start of the museum really going here. Which is more than I actually expected to get done, so... yeah, I'll just call it here. Alright, peace and love, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream.